We recently covered a video all about sexy traits that women want to see on a guy, and because you guys loved it so much, we thought we would give you plenty more traits that really do help you in the world of dating. Some of these physical and personality traits you probably already have, so you don't have to worry too much. But if you are worrying, I'm going to give you many examples of how you can adopt these yourself so that you become the most dateable version of yourself. And if you want to know more, then don't move, stay right there, like and subscribe. Having facial hair. There has been many studies over the years that tell us that women prefer to date guys that have facial hair, as she will see them as more mature, and overall it boosts their attractiveness. Being a gentleman. In your head, you probably are seeing a scene of a guy pulling the chair out from under the table for the lady to sit down, or offering to take her coat and walking on the traffic side of the sidewalk. And yeah, these are all some amazingly sweet gestures and, let's be real, basic manners, and it goes beyond that. Being a gentleman should really be changed to being considerate. So you need to show acts that you are being considerate and caring for your lady. So this is showing your manners, the pleases and the thank yous, and really taking note of what your lady is talking about on the date. If you turn up to the date empty-handed, this might not work in your favour. So if you can, show up with chocolates or even some flowers. This shows that you have gone out of your way to make her feel good, and this is what being a gentleman is all about. It's basically you doing something that you don't understand, but doing it anyway because it makes her feel good. And yeah, this explains the concept of why guys don't want to buy flowers, because in your head, eventually they just wilt and die, so it seems like a waste of money. But ladies love them, and this act of kindness shows that you are doing something that you don't really understand. A strong work ethic. Of course, a woman does not want to date a guy that's unemployed, or someone that spends all of their money on payday and shows many signs of being unable to look after themselves. We all know that we need to work to live in this society, so by showing a lady that you are comfortable in your career, you take your work ethic very seriously, which this means you don't have many fake sick days, you do put the effort in to grow your career and advance when you can, and you are open to a couple of overtime shifts. What it really comes down to is the evolutionary thought concept that women want to feel that she can be looked after. It's naturally ingrained into the female and the male dynamic. Therefore, in today's society, having a strong work ethic means that you are able to provide for her. And of course, women today are working on themselves, so that deep-rooted thought about a guy looking after her isn't as strong as it used to be, but it really does pay off because it becomes very sexy to a lady when a guy can handle life. And some ways that you can show off your work ethic is to talk about your position at work. You can humbly brag about the fact that you've been promoted, and you can talk about all the overtime hours you've put in so that you have money aside to start your new hobby or a side hustle. This is very appealing to a lady because it shows you are able to commit to something to have a greater gain eventually. Not being afraid of your passions. We all have our own unique passions, and they can be unique and as quirky as they come. Of course, some people may not understand your passion. Let's say, for example, playing Warhammer. A lady is going to find your passion attractive, and I'm going to repeat that. She's not going to find the thing that you do attractive, she finds your passion attractive. Another example could be that you need to go to the gym 2 times a week to train your quads so that you're better at playing football. This shows your passion, and she's gonna find that sexy. So don't be afraid to talk about your passions when you are with a lady on a date, or even talking on a dating app. As long as you don't start geeking out and try to explain the ins and the outs and the rules of whatever passion you have, she's gonna find it attractive. Volunteering for something much bigger than yourself. You could volunteer at a soup kitchen, a local charity. You could even just go out and do an occasional litter pick. These acts of doing something to help out something else that's bigger than you is a huge turn on for the ladies. It shows that you are able to stop thinking about yourself and work towards the greater good without receiving any financial benefit. This shows the ultimate act of caring. So if you have a cause that you need to spend a bit of time and energy on throughout the week, then talk about it to a lady and you are going to find she becomes weak at the knees. Being a good storyteller. This trait shows that you have excellent communication skills, so that you are not socially awkward and you can speak to a room of people, for example, her friends or family, and that you won't bore people or make them feel a little bit awkward. This also shows an act of dominance and that you are able to hold yourself successful and accountable in relationships, and also that you are liked by lots of people. Having a feminine side. Research has found that men that have grooming habits and are able to have those significant roles in the household, for example, cleaning and cooking, those that have a feminine side are actually more attractive to the ladies. You can easily show this by having great skin. You can talk about your skincare routine, you can talk about your love for colognes and how you choose your outfits carefully. And look, it is a feminine trait and some guys find this uncomfortable, but to a lady it shows you are put together, well-mannered and emotionally intelligent, and all of this is very sexy. Having good hair. This may depend, as every lady could be a little bit different. Some ladies actually prefer guys with no hair at all, but for the average lady, she's going to find it a big turn on when a guy has a head of good hair. This means the hair is well maintained, it's washed regularly, and it's styled in a great way. Displaying good posture. Depending on how you sit or stand, could turn off or turn on a lady. A study has found that women prefer a guy to walk with that upright position and kind of sway with their upper body. This is going to make him look more attractive as a woman perceives him to be more confident. And it's also the same for when a guy is sitting down. She wants to see a guy with his head held high, shoulders back, and his chest is sticking out a little bit. This displays signs of him being comfortable in his surroundings. It's also a sign that he is confident and also that he has an air of dominance. Open body language is one of the easiest ways that you can show to a lady that you are confident. So stop fiddling around with anything on the table when you're on a date and refuse to go on your phone, and make sure that your arms are unfolded. And a quick hack is to put your arm up on a piece of furniture like this, and this is going to drive her wild. Being mindful. A guy that is able to appreciate the present moment is a man who has his life under control. Now, we are all busy every single day and we constantly have notifications pinging around our head, so it's very easy for us to get distracted. But when a guy refuses to acknowledge these distractions on his phone, it gives a lady or anyone he is with the direct attention. It shows that he is self-aware, he is emotionally mature, and he cares for that person in the moment. So, an amazing way that you can show off your mindful skills whilst you are on a date is letting your phone make a notification sound. If someone calls, let it ring. And then you say, "I'm so sorry, it's probably not even that important." You put your phone on silent and then you physically move your phone away, put it in your pocket, on a chair under the table. This is going to tell her that you are solely focused on her, and whoever contacted you has to wait as they are not important right now. Being supportive of her dreams and her goals. If you are able to show that you support and find whatever it is your lady is trying to work towards interesting, this will always work out in your favor. Showing your respect and the belief that she can do what she wants to do and she can unleash her full potential is going to build a long, healthy relationship. So, some easy ways that you can show this off at the start of the dating phase is getting her to explain what she believes in and why. This is going to make her feel that you are interested, and asking many follow-up questions about the things that she's interested in is going to work wonders. She's going to walk away from a date with you thinking, "Wow, what an incredible man." And because you have shown her that you are interested and that you believe she really can achieve whatever she wants to stick around with you. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face, like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.